In what ways does your media product use, develop or challenge forms and conventions of real media products? My task was to make a teaser trailer, and to grasp the conventions of this product I looked at teaser trailers from a range of genres, not just romance, which was the genre I picked, but from action, from horror, from comedy, from romantic comedy, all across the board. And the conventions are that a teaser trailer, often with genres like action and especially romantic comedy, to get the best bits of the film and pack them together and slap a narrative across the front. So it would be like, this was no ordinary girl, and it would show flashbacks from the film, perhaps anecdotes, especially romantic comedies, the funniest parts of the films. And they would last between 30 and 60 seconds. With the action ones, it was the exact same as that, but so many bits of the film packed together, like flashes. This was the case with a new film called The Green Hornet, and there were loads with, like, the James Bond films were a good example. Just any action film would have flashes and flashes, sometimes a narrative, but usually just the diegetic from the actual film would be played. But with these teaser trailers, they often use trailers to set the storyline and to tell the audience what the story is about and to reel them into the storyline or what happens, enigma codes and such like. But with mine, I focused on new romantic teaser trailers, which is a subgenre of romance. It could arguably be a romantic comedy, but in my eyes, new romance is just romance with understanding and a slight bit of humour. It's not intended to be funny. The two main teaser trailers that I used and developed conventions from were Angus Thongs and Perfect Snogging and Juno. And what they do in their teaser trailers, not just trailers, but they introduce the character, which is what I've done in mine. They introduce the character, not so much the storyline, but because the storyline is based completely around one girl in these films, that's what I managed to do in mine, through the use of, not jokes in this case, but anecdotes. And what is interesting with romantic teaser trailers is that they tend to make something that isn't the film. They make a separate bit to introduce the characters and sometimes the storyline, which is special I've done with mine. None of my footage from my teaser trailer is actually in my film. It's just a part to introduce the storyline and especially the character, and also some relationships that the character has with other people in my film. So it does challenge many conventions of normal teaser trailers, which just cut bits from the film to sell it. Mine makes it completely from scratch, which is what a lot of romantic teaser trailers do. From other genres as well, but prominently from romance, because they're the ones that need to introduce the characters the most. The conventions of my ancillary tasks always also follow that of existing media products. I've looked at a range of magazine covers and film posters and picked up the obvious conventions, like not genre-specific conventions, but just across the board. For example, like with magazine covers, with the title behind the main image to give the image more of a 3D feel. Stuff like barcodes, having a main section of the magazine cover to draw the audience in, using words like win and free to entice the audience into buying the magazine, and then just having like features down the side to add to the body of the magazine and stuff like that. With the film poster, just stuff like the billing block, having a rating, an amount of stars, and also a source like Glamour magazine, which is the one I've used. But yeah, I picked these conventions just generally, and they're reflected in loads of existing media products.